Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to go back to playing Guess the Palette, except for I am going to go over just a little bit about the Pat McGrath blushes in the beginning. I'm not going to do like a whole video on those because I am not a big cream blush person. I am not cream at all, okay? Because I don't find they wear well and they're gone within I mean, by the end of the day they pretty much have faded, right? But also, if you don't like, it's still tacky, and I applied that. It's not bad, but my hair is getting stuck to it. So but then I feel like no matter what, my hair would be stuck to it, unless completely dry down. And it isn't like that bad, but it's not the best either. Let's just say that. Like, it's not dried down completely, but it's not like really sticky either. The brush I used was just an old Makeup Geek brush, and I basically, today I'm wearing the shade Paradise Peony. Pony, yeah. Paradise Pony. I don't know where my mind's at, y'all. And all I did was went like this with it, then tapped it on my hand, and then just went in like that. This shade does show up on me, and I'm wearing the Nude Honey bronzer, and I did set my face before applying it. It didn't pick up or disturb anything as far as that goes. And like I said, the color A has faded, and B, it's still a little teeny tiny bit tacky. Now, do I really know that much about it? No, because I'm not a big blush person, to be fair. And this brush is shedding because I feel like there's hairs in this. I'll have to examine that, but this brush may be shedding, so I'm not for sure. But that's just a problem on my end. I don't use this brush often, but because it was like a one I could use for cream, I went ahead and pulled it. But let me go ahead and build this up a little bit just so you can really see it. And seriously, by the end of this, chances are it'll done be faded to a decent color for me to wear out. But it does, this particular color, let's go with that also, this particular color, and it could be because it is a lighter shade. I still have two more I'm going to play with. One, I'm just playing with one a day, because I'm not an expert in it, so I really don't want to give my expertise, my say on it. As someone that doesn't really play with cream blush, I will say it's easy to use by doing it the way I did it. I don't know how to apply, with your fingers or anything. That's not the way I do my makeup. So for me, it's okay, but it is something I could have skipped just because it's not a product that I use. So today we are going to go back to dropping everything, of course, but to guess the palette. And also, I did get a hold of Pat McGrath customer service, and they're sending me a new palette. So I really have never had issues with customer service with them. I've heard of people having issues, but me personally, I've never had issues. So the first shade we're going to go into is I guess like a carnation pink. It's a very pretty light pink. And then I was going to do a second look, and I still may, with the Scooby-Doo palette, just to really get my opinion and thoughts around it. I kind of already do, and I kind of already said it in the video, but you can't even purchase it anymore. So I guess their license agreement ran out or whatnot, so I don't really kind of see a point in it. But at the same time, I guess, if you're trying to figure out how to use it because you purchased it, I could do a video. Not that I'm much better at that than anybody else, try to figure out how to use stuff, so. But yeah, so that's where we're at. My day's not been that great. No better. It always starts out okay, and then the little things start happening. And see, yesterday I didn't notice the little things because I was so excited for the papagrass stuff, right? But then when it came in, it broken and shattered. My heart was broken and shattered. I was so sad. It was like everything just started to, collect, and I started to think, man, it's been a long day, even though it hadn't been a long day in a sense, but yeah. So today's kind of been the same as yesterday, except I'm not expecting anything, so nothing should be broke today. Of course, I guess I could break something, I'm sure of that. As clumsy as I am and as much as I drop stuff. But that's just a pretty pink. Just carnation shade. Nothing really that special. This palette is okay. It's nothing to write home about. Well, but is it? Maybe it is. The price point, the quality of it, I mean, maybe. I will say that I didn't get all. Now we're going to go into a brown shade. I wasn't like. Is it brown? More rose, maybe. Than a brown. I wasn't really excited to use this particular palette from this brand like I was a previous one. But nonetheless, we're going to use it. And these are the only two eyeshadows I even own. I own 2 palettes by this brand. That's it. 2 palettes. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. But for the price point and the quality, they are there. I mean, like, it is there as far as quality and price point. But this particular color story, as much as I thought it would be me, it's kind of not me. But to be fair again, the metallics really are pigment with this shadow, or show, like, they're very metallic. That's the word. So the metallics are very metallic, which makes this palette really good. And the fact that there are a lot of metallics in this palette. Like, there's only 4 mattes in this palette, so. And I like my mattes, and there is enough to give me a little bit of depth. But the metallics really are what steals the show on this one. I'm just running that pink shade. I didn't tell you. I'm running the pink shade along the lower lash line. I started cleaning yesterday, and I was finishing up today. I still have to vacuum a couple of rooms. But I think I'm going to take everything down off of this shelf, which I understand is going to be a project, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I want to take it down, and I need to paint it badly. Now we're going to go into the darkest shade in this palette, and it's this eggplant purple. Ooh, I didn't realize how purple that was. Maybe I just didn't build it up that well. But we're going to go into that shade, and we're just going to put it like on the outer portion here and across the lash line. I'm trying something a little bit different. And then in a little bit. Like, I am trying new things here. To see like what works for me, what brushes. And like not to necessarily use the brushes as intended, you know what I mean? But as I want to use them, how I feel like they would be best for me. And I feel like this brush, I used to use it under the lash line, and it works great like that. Now, what it was really intended for, I don't know. It's a rougher brush. 12. I mean, again, I could look it up, but yeah, what's the sense in that? I'd rather just guess, you know? But anyway, I feel like with my hooded eyes, this is perfect for the outer portion of my lid type thing. Like to really darken up this part and have control, in my opinion. And of course, it's really hard for me because I obviously have such hooded eyes. But I will say this brush kind of makes things really easy. My eye shape is so off. I just don't understand. I don't know how I can even. And then, like, trying to fix it, that ain't gonna happen considering I have astigmatism. And I can't see anyway. So, like, that's just silliness there, me trying to fix it. And make it look even because, like, that's never gonna happen due to the fact that I see things off anyway without my glasses or contacts. And I can't really wear my glasses, and I don't like contacts. But I can't wear my glasses because I can't do eyeshadow if my glasses are on. Plus it leaves that little mark on each side of my nose. And I don't like that at all. But everybody makes fun of me about it because it's like, so you'd rather have your makeup all day looking good instead of being able to see. And I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please. And I know that sounds silly. It does. It really does. But just the way it is. I'm going to take that same dark purple shade. And we're going to line the lower lash line. And again, I'm doing more of a messier look today, to be honest. Because in all honesty, I really thought I would be using the Scooby-Doo palette until I realized you can't get it. So the backup plan was this one. Although I could do a second look also with the ColourPop Smoking Hot palette, I think. Okay, so look at that, and that. Okay, the next shade we're going to go into is this one here. And it's like a satin purple. And I'm going to put that on my inner part. See how my hair is sticking to my face? That's what it keeps doing. It's just a couple of pieces that are sticking across. But if I can feel hair on my face, it annoys me. Even if it's just a little bit, I can't do it. Like, it drives me insane. that. Then I'm going to take this shade right here, which is just a beautiful. Look at that. And I'm going to put it across my lid. I didn't spray it or anything. That shade's so pretty. And then we'll flip the brush over, go back into that purple, darker shade. Then I'm going to tap into this shade right here. And I'm going to just tap it right in the middle of my lid, right there. Just to give it a little more brightness and to sort of cover like these two shades coming together. Oh, so pretty. Just like that. Alright, where did I put that? Oh no. I was going to say, shoot, I just got glitter all over my forehead, but I didn't. Alright, then I'm going to take this shade right here. No, I didn't use that shade. What shade did I use? Oh, this one. We're going to take this shade right there. And I'm going to pop it on my inner water. Or inner corner, I mean. Whatever it is, you guys know what I mean. Like that. That's so pretty. And again, this little brush here I used to use for under the lash line, and it works great, but it also works great for inner corner. I do like the reference brushes because you can almost use them for all sorts of things. Like, I know they have like recommended ways of using things, but you don't necessarily have to use it like that, you know? I'm going to take this brush though and go back into that deep dark purple shade. And I'm going to line the top lash line again, messy. Because nowhere in this look it was like aiming for precision. I really was aiming for messy, which is something I don't do usually, and I think that's why it feels so weird to me, because usually I try to be as precise as possible. Okay, now we're done with the palette. So for the price point, I do think the shadows are worth it. It's not necessarily my favorite palette either by this brand, but I only own 2 palettes. Here's the color story that I did use out of the palette. Again, there's 4 mattes in the palette. The rest are metallic. I didn't get any fallout, or did I? I got a little bit, not much though. But I will say that it does sweep away very nicely. The other thing when I'm using these palettes that I notice, and let's go ahead and line, or mascara, I'm going to use this, what is this? Valentino Beauty mascara. for the top lashes. What I noticed with these kind of shadows, the packaging sucks. Like, I don't feel like that packaging's gonna hold up long if you're rough with it, by no means. If you're just throwing it around in and out of a kit or something, like your makeup bag or something, that packaging is not going to last. But when I do my makeup, I sit down to do it, and not that there's anything wrong with the quality, but it doesn't really like make me feel any feels. Like, it's not luxurious by no means. The formula isn't, you know, making me feel any kind of way special. Does it work? Absolutely. But is it making me feel special using it? No, not really. And I like things to feel luxe. I don't know why, but I'm being honest. Not that there's anything wrong, you know, if you want to use drugstore and stuff like that, or affordable makeup, because it works. There's no denying that. Well, some of it maybe not, but for the most part, you know, it works. But like, it just doesn't give me any feels. And it may sound stupid to pay the price just to have a feeling, but it makes me feel good to start my day. When I feel good, you know, I'm in a happy place, I had fun doing my makeup type of thing, you know. I don't know what's going on with my eyelashes right here. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna put the Lancome on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, it is a pretty eye look. I can't deny that. The look came out really, really pretty and shiny. And I mean, I love that. Like, I feel good in the makeup as far as that goes. But while doing my makeup, it was like just working from a palette, you know? Even though it was good formula. Alrighty. That's it. That's the final look. It is what it is. Do you all know what palette I used? I don't know. Maybe it is good. Like I said, the metallics definitely make this palette. I mean, look at the shine. Look at the shine. Like, you can't tell me that don't look like it's high-end metallic. But then again, okay, I don't think it is high-end. You can't tell me it doesn't look mid-grade, though. That's where I want to go with it. Because, see, like, the ColourPop Super Shock, I think they can give you that. Granted, they're drugstore too, but I consider that a mid-grade product, to be honest with you. And that's kind of what this is giving me. The formula, though, isn't like the ColourPop Super Shock. They're very, in texture, they're so much more creamier, and and they don't flake like this particular, you know, one does. But same effect, same look. So that's all I have for you today. As far as the blush, you can still see it. Again, though, it is tacky, like, look. So it's not too bad, as you can see, but like hair sticks. You know what I mean? And it's been 25 minutes. So it does get a little less tacky, but also as my hair sticks to it, it doesn't lift the makeup underneath, but it almost makes the blush fade. So I don't know if it's picking it up. Well, no, my hair don't feel like it's got makeup in it. I was gonna say maybe, and I guess it could still, but it does do that. I noticed that too. Um, but all of these things could be what every cream blush does, or a liquid blush does. So don't take me at my word with that, because I'm not. No way, no. I don't play with them. I don't play with them at all. So don't hold me to anything on the blushes. I think that they're pretty, but at the same time, I mean, it kind of does remind me of the ColourPop blushes. Somebody had said that too, and it kind of does, but the formula is way different. And I think I like this packaging better. But I mean, it is. I mean, as far as weight though, there's no really weight to it either. So, but then again, they're only $26. So for Pat McGrath, that's not bad. But take it as you will, what you would like with the information I gave you, if that's something that interests you. I'll keep playing with the other two each day. That way I can see how I feel about them. Or how you can see the colors. Because I still have, what is it? Something Rose. Divine Rose. Of course, Divine Rose was, I think. And Flirtique. So I am curious about the colors for those, but we'll play with them and see. And as far as the rest of the makeup, it looks fine. It played well with the Pat McGrath bronzer. So, but that's all I have for you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe. Ring the bell. Hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And leave down in the comments what palette you think I could possibly be playing with. Again, these are the shades that I used. Other than that, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.